Madridistas, this Sunday, Real Madrid heads to the north of Spain to face off against newly promoted club Real Oviedo. In this video, I preview the matchup, tell you some of my thoughts coming into this game. Should Vini Jr. continue to be starting for Real Madrid? I will answer that for you. My starting 11 that I want to see for Real Madrid, and of course, my official match prediction. Madridistas, to never miss any breaking news, match previews, match reactions, and live instant reactions right after the Real Madrid game. Please hit that subscribe button and like the video. About half of you watch all the videos, but you're not subscribed. Maybe today's the day. Please hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let's get started. So Madridistas, I'll be live right after the Real Madrid game doing my instant reaction, and hopefully it's a hell of a lot better than the last game out there for Real Madrid. And honestly, I hope that we are celebrating an ass kicking by Real Madrid, because here's the thing, this team, no offense to Real Oviedo, if there's any Real Oviedo fans out there watching this game, watching this video, this should be an ass kicking by Real Madrid, but you never know. I thought it was going to be in the last one. And so let's temper the expectations. Let's kind of talk about this game. And let me talk about Real Oviedo, because here's the thing with them. They're a newly promoted club to La Liga. They are actually a team that finished third last time out there in the Segundo division. And here's the thing. I'll just be honest. They are probably the clear favorites to be finishing dead last in La Liga and going back to the second tier in Spain. And that's nothing to take away from them. It's just the truth. When you finish third and you're the last team to actually get promoted up to La Liga, you're probably the first one going back down. Just to be honest. And here's the thing. The last time that Real Madrid actually faced off against Real Oviedo was all the way back in 2012, where it was a 5-1 win for Real Madrid in a friendly against Real Oviedo. And I would love a 5-1 victory for Real Madrid. I would prefer a 5-0. I'd prefer a 6-0. But a 5-1, if you could guarantee me that today, I would take that in a heartbeat. I think all of us Madridistas would probably take that in a heartbeat. But here's the thing. They've already played one game in La Liga. We are on to match day 2. And when they were out there, they did not get destroyed, but it was a pretty convincing win for Villarreal, as Villarreal won the game 2-0. And Villarreal really dominated the game in this one too. 25 shots from Villarreal, dominated possession in this game too, and allowing Real Oviedo to only get 5 shots in total. And when I was taking a look at some of the Real Oviedo players and trying to say, okay, who's the one to really watch out for? I couldn't really find anybody. Not saying that there's not one. Today, I just couldn't tell you who it is. So, nobody to highlight for you guys today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, here's the thing. I mentioned it in the intro, and let's just talk about it. The elephant in the room. Vini Jr. Vini Jr. has been a topic of discussion across so many content creators out there too. Should Vini be starting? Should we be dropping Vini? Sell Vini to Saudi Arabia? Send him back to Sao Paulo? Whatever it is. What are my thoughts on the entire Vini situation too? I have data to back it up. That's the thing with me. I like to be talking about this. I don't like just to give you my opinion too. I like to back it up with facts. Let's talk facts about Vini Jr. And should Vini Jr. be starting for Real Madrid? Let's talk about facts, guys. In the last 10 games in La Liga for Vini Jr., how many goals do you think he has? I'll tell you. He has 1 goal in the last 10 games in La Liga with only 3 assists. So let's go back a little. Okay, that's a 10-game sample size, right? It's a decent sample size, right? I believe that Kylian Mbappe has 10 goals in the last 6 games in La Liga. But it is what it is. We'll talk about somebody else, though. Vini Jr., last 20 games in La Liga, how many goals do you think he has? He has 6 goals in 4 assists. So he's averaging 0.5 either goal or assist every single game. It sounds better than it is. And here's the thing, too. If you actually go take a look at the 20th game out there, it was a hat trick for Vini. So if you actually take a look at the last 19 games for Vini Jr., it is only 3 goals and 4 assists. And here's the thing. At Real Madrid, mate, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. And if you guys can see on my screen right now, the colors in the back, baby. They're Brazil. I root for Brazil. I want Vini Jr. to do well. Brazil is my national team. There's nobody that I want to be doing better than Real Madrid players. I want all Real Madrid players to be doing fantastic too. I'm not Vini FC. I'm not Kylian Mbappe FC. I'm not Jude Bellingham FC. I am Real Madrid. That is the club that I root for. And that is what I want to be seeing. I want that team to be winning. And unfortunately, the truth is the truth right now. Vini Jr. is just not good enough to start for Real Madrid. At this very moment, he has not been good enough the last 10 games, the last 20 games to start for Real Madrid. I'm not even mentioning what happened in the Club World Cup where Kylian Mbappe was not out there. If we remember this. That's big. The big thing that's been happening too. Saying, oh, well, Kylian Mbappe, he's made life hard for him. Kylian Mbappe was only out there for 2 games. 2 games in the Club World Cup. Vini Jr. had his opportunity. He had 1 good game in the Club World Cup, in my opinion. It's been a while, and I don't know if it's a Ballon d'Or. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Is he going to be starting in this game? Probably. Xabi Alonso is probably going to be starting him in this game. This is the predicted lineup that I expect Xabi Alonso to be rolling out there. It's not the starting lineup that I want to be seeing. As you guys can see on the screen now, this is the starting 11 that I want to be seeing. And I'm going with another Brazilian. I'm going with a guy who's just watching on the bench right now, and that's Rodrigo. I'd way rather be seeing Rodrigo get the start in this one. And here's the thing. I think Vini Jr. could actually benefit from coming off the bench. And let me tell you exactly why, too. I think Vini Jr. could come off the bench, go against tired legs, and maybe can build a little bit more confidence coming off the bench, because here's the thing, he just hasn't had confidence out there. He looks like a completely different player. He has lost the ability to attack defenders. He seems scared when he's attacking defenders too. He also seems scared to shoot the ball. He's averaging like 1 shot a game. It's just not good enough when it comes to Vini, and he needs to be better. I would not be starting him if it was me, but I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think we should be starting Vini? Do you think we need to be giving him some more time out there? I don't know. Very curious to hear from you in the comments below. But is this the starting 11 that I actually expect Xabi Alonso to be doing? I think that this starting 11 that I'm showing you right now on the screen is probably the starting 11 that we'll actually be seeing from Xabi Alonso. But the thing is, too, I would love to be seeing Rodrigo start. And let's talk Rodrigo real quick. And then we'll let's combine the starting 11. And let's get something that I think is a little more realistic out there. Rodrigo's situation right now, I don't think he's going to be playing until maybe September for Real Madrid. You might be wondering, why September? Well, currently we're still in the transfer window right now. And I believe that Real Madrid is keeping Rodrigo on ice, making sure he doesn't get hurt. If a possible sale would actually come up for Rodrigo, here's the thing. We could sell Rodrigo tomorrow if we wanted to. But it's probably for 50 million, probably for 60 million, something like that. That's not what Real Madrid would want if you're actually going to sell a player like a Rodrigo. 100 million minimum. Minimum is 100. If you don't offer 100 million, it's piss off. I don't even want to see the number. And that's probably how Florentino Perez feels about this too. It's 100 million minimum. So what you're doing, you're keeping Rodrigo on ice right now. You're making sure that he doesn't get hurt out there. And that's kind of what we were doing in the Club World Cup. Think about this. All the players that are kind of like on ice right now, the only one that's really on ice and we're not really playing is Rodrigo, because he's the only one who's actually been rumored to possibly be sold. We've seen only a couple of minutes from him in the Club World Cup in the preseason. He got 0 minutes, and we had a free sub that we could have done yesterday too. Not yesterday, in the last game. And he didn't get any. Don't expect any more minutes for Rodrigo until the transfer window closes. And if the transfer window comes and goes and he's still on the team and he's still not getting minutes, then Xabi Alonso just doesn't rate him. But I really don't think it's a Xabi Alonso decision right now. I think it's a Florentino Perez making sure that he stays healthy just in case if an offer actually would come in for Rodrigo. That's my thoughts. But if you disagree with me, agree with me, let me know in the comments. I am curious to hear from you. But Xabi Alonso, if I was texting with the guy, if I was meeting with him, I think we could probably come to an agreement on the starting 11 that we should be seeing. And this is the lineup I think that we should be seeing, combo of both. Vini Jr., Kylian Mbappe. I am going with Franco Mastantuono getting the start over Brahim Diaz, because here's the thing. Brahim Diaz, I rate the guy. He's a super sub at best. Franco Mastantuono has a way higher ceiling. The kid just turned 18. He just got off the plane from Argentina. I expect a lot from this kid moving forward. We paid a ton of money for him. We beat out PSG for this kid. Start the kid. Especially against like Real Oviedo. I would love to be seeing him out there in the starting 11. So that's what I'll be doing. I think Xabi Alonso, I think we might see that. I really do. Arda Güler, Tchouaméni, Fede Valverde, Alvaro Carreras, Dean Howson, Eder Militao over Rudiger. Rudiger should be back from suspension. But I think Militao is rated a little higher right now. A little higher than Rudiger. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. That's something to actually take a look for. Trent Alexander-Arnold starting at the right back. And, of course, Thibaut Courtois in the back for me. My focus in this game is Vini Jr. I mentioned it before. If I think he should be starting, no. But I think he will be starting. He has to be better in this game. And he has to just be better moving forward, too. Because lately, it's just not been good enough. And I think he can be better, too. And I think one of the first things that he needs to be doing is get familiar with his new partner, Alvaro Carreras. Because here's the thing. I went back and rewatched that game. And Alvaro Carreras was awesome in that game. Constantly overlapping, constantly doing passes into the final third. This is what we need. This is what Vini Jr. needs to be successful. To have a wingman over there on the left back position to be able to overlap with him, to give him an option to pass, to give him an option to pull a defender away from Vini Jr. who's getting double teamed. I think it's going to do wonders that Alvaro Carreras is going to do for Vini Jr. I'm hoping they can link up a little bit better. And let's understand where Alvaro Carreras is feel free to pass it to him. Feel free to have him take a defender away, anything like that. I think he's going to help him so much. He just needs to get used to it. Again, it's been one game in La Liga that they've actually partnered and played together. I think it's going to get a little bit better out there too. The other thing I need from Vini Jr. is he has to be more aggressive. 4 shots minimum in this game. I don't care if the shots are so bad that they look like they're going to Sao Paulo. I really don't care. I need him to be more aggressive. I need him to be building up the confidence, because if he's taking 1 shot a game and if it's a terrible shot, how are you going to build confidence? How are you ever going to score if you're only taking 1 shot? He has to be better. He just has to be more aggressive. That's the biggest thing. He is so risk adverse right now. He's scared to take on defenders. He is scared to attack the goal and scared to pass too. I do not understand exactly what Vini Jr. is doing. I would like him to be more aggressive. That's the biggest thing I want to be asking from Vini Jr. in this game. And that's the biggest thing I think we need to be focusing on in this game too. Because if Vini Jr. gets back to the level that we know he can be, and that is possibly winning the Ballon d'Or, that is possibly being one of the best players in the world, and that is being the best left wing in the world, he can do that. He just needs to be building his confidence back up, and I'm hoping a game like this, he can do that. And so that's what I want to be seeing from Vini Jr. in this one. My second focus in this game is Arda Güler. Here's the thing. Arda Güler, he has to love having Xabi Alonso out there, because Xabi Alonso is actually giving this kid the confidence to be back in the starting 11. Because here's the thing. Let's say if he had a fantastic game under Carlo Ancelotti would have said, cool, see you on the bench. Enjoy the bench, buddy. If Arda Güler would have had a stinker, and here's the thing, he had a stinker in the last one. It was not a good game from Arda Güler. But Xabi Alonso has given confidence to Arda Güler. Arda Güler is in the starting 11 moving forward. I mean, it is what it is. If you like it, if you don't like it, it's happening. And I think it's a good thing. I really think this kid is going to do fantastic. I just think he needs also to be a little more aggressive too. We've seen fantastic through balls, fantastic crosses from him too. And also the kid has a wicked left foot on him. I would like him to be a little more aggressive. I would like some more shots from him. And I would also like the link up between him and Kylian Mbappe to be a little bit better too. Kylian Mbappe can help him a little in that too, because there was a lot of opportunities that Arda Güler was open, that he just wasn't getting the ball, wasn't getting the service that he actually needs to be successful. But I'm hoping that Arda Güler has a bounce back game in this one too. I would love an assist. I would love a goal for Arda Güler in this one too. But look out for Arda Güler. I think he needs to be a big focus for us in this game too. Focus number 3. It's really the rest of the team. I want to be seeing Franco Mastantuoto 100%. I would love for him to be starting, but if he's not starting, 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes in this game. And the other thing too is if we are not winning this game at halftime, Gonzalo Garcia and Rodrigo both need to be coming off the bench right away. Gonzalo Garcia at minimum, because I already told you what my feelings are on Rodrigo and the situation with that. But Gonzalo Garcia can give you something else. He can give you a goal-scoring threat. He can link up with Kylian Mbappe well. He can link up with Vini Jr. well. And he also gives us an option to actually be able to cross the ball into the box and get a header. I like Gonzalo Garcia. I think he's going to be playing a lot for Real Madrid this season, so need to be bringing him into. I would love to see Carvajal a lot more too. I was actually impressed with Carvajal, because here's the thing. I went back and took a look at some of the videos I was talking about too, and everything I said, I don't disagree with. And what I was talking about with Dani Carvajal, I said, don't expect this kid, this guy, I can't even call him a kid anymore, the 34-year-old captain, coming back after a gruesome injury to his leg. Don't expect him to be able to come back and actually help us that much. Here's the thing. I was wrong on that. He looked good. He looked really, really good out there at the right back position. I would love for us to slowly ease him back into it. If Trent Alexander-Arnold is there, if Trent's healthy, Trent's probably the right back. That's healthy. But here's the thing, and Trent's probably the right back that's actually starting for Real Madrid. But there's a possibility. England has done it before that maybe, just maybe, we could see both Carvajal and Trent maybe moves into the midfield and is more of a deep-lying playmaker. I'm not opposed to that. I would like to see it work first before I actually give you my blessing on that too, and give you my oh, I love this idea. But don't be surprised if we see that in the future. But if anything, having Carvajal as a backup option, if he gets better and better and can stay fit, that's a fantastic, because here's the thing. He's the most underrated right back in the history of right backs, in my opinion. The guy is fantastic. Defensively, he is so smart, and offensively too, he overlaps incredibly well. He has scored some incredible goals too, and some very big-time goals too in Champions League finals. I absolutely love Dani Carvajal, one of my favorite players of all time at Real Madrid. Absolutely love the guy. Club legend, captain for Real Madrid. Love the guy so much, and I'm hoping he can continue to stay healthy the rest of his career at Real Madrid. Last player that I would like to be seeing is Thiago, the young kid, the Castilla player. If this is a game that Real Madrid is dominating, there's a reason that why Xabi Alonso is bringing this kid with him and having him be a part of the first team. I think he sees something in there. I would love to be seeing a little bit more from Thiago coming on, maybe getting 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. I would just like to see the kid too. Let's see what we have. Let's see the options we have, especially if we are dominating this game like I hope Real Madrid is. And let's talk my official match prediction. Here's the thing. I set my expectations incredibly high. I didn't think so. I didn't think so in the first game. I said 3-0. That's what I was expecting for Real Madrid. It had to be a penalty kick for Real Madrid to actually win that game 1-0. So when it comes to this game, I think that we should be dominating. I really think so. But until I see it, I cannot be predicting it. I will go for a 2-0 victory for Real Madrid over Real Oviedo. I'm going with Kylian Mbappe continuing the hot streak to get a goal in this one too. And I think we're going to see some individual brilliance with a bangers-only goal by Fede Valverde, a snipe in this game from Fede Valverde. That is my official match prediction. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a dominating game. But until I see it, guys, I can't really predict it. So 2-0 victory for Real Madrid over Real Oviedo. Again, guys, we will be live right after the game doing my instant reaction. Can't wait to be chatting with you guys all there. Hopefully you join me there too. And hopefully it is an ass-kicking that we are celebrating for Real Madrid. But guys, let me know your official match prediction. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. Cheers. Al Madrid.